All right, HVAC people. So I am going to show you today how I create invoices. I'm doing this for Jason King. And yeah, Jason King asked me how do I invoice. First of all, I use a software called Jobber. So if anybody interested in the CRM software that I use, I will leave a link in the description below. But uh, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do a screen share. There's two ways. Well, there's quite a few ways that you can create invoice. Right now, I'm gonna show you how to do one on my desktop, and I'm gonna show you how if I was in the field, which I usually use my phone or an iPad, using my phone or iPad to create invoices. But first, I'm gonna act like a customer is calling in. Like I say, I'm doing this for Jason King. I'm just showing y'all how he asked me how do I create invoices. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. We're just gonna act like that. Let's say if a customer called in and wants service. So even if you can do it yourself. Let's just say if you have a dispatcher team, um, or if you have an office staff, this would be the desktop view. So if a customer called in, say they need service.
Hey, my heater went out. Can I get an AC service out here?
All right, sir, what's your name?
Will Smith.
So you're in a Will Smith name. What's your
Address. 24903 Ariel Drive, Calabasas, California, 91302.
All right. So we do have availability today. It'll be between 1 and 3.
All right, that'll work.
All right. So then I entered all the customer information. Like I said, we got Will Smith, got his address, got his email address. So obviously this is a fake customer. So I put my own email address in there and my telephone number. So we're just gonna act like we went to the customer house. Block my password. Let me see. So from the desktop view, I'm gonna go ahead and enter. I told them we'll be there today from 1 to 3. So I'm gonna go to more actions. I'm gonna create the job, and Will Smith say they don't have any heating, so it's not heating. All right, so that'd just be my title. It is optional. You don't have to add a title. They can have no cooling, no heating, or if you had any kind of special instructions, they want to leave you a gate code, access to the property, or some, any kind of instructions, or if they gave you like a detail, let's say the unit was short cycling or heat sometime, you can put any kind of instruction that you want in there. Let's say if you was dispatching, your dispatcher was dispatching several techs, they can have any kind of instruction that the homeowner gave them, or they can have more details about the job in this area right here. So let's just say start date. And this can be a one-off job. Let's just say if it was a reoccurring job, if I wanted to set up, quarterly maintenance or something like that. But this is just a one-off job because it's not heating. All right. So we're gonna go out there today, November 29th, 2022. Start times would be 1 p.m. We're gonna say from 1 to 3, give them a 2-hour window. I'm gonna assign my team, I'm gonna assign myself. I'll be the technician going out there. So a job forms, I'm not gonna put any job forms on there, but I might want to put a job form. Let's just say they have one split system on there. So I just put a job inspection for their one split system. So line items right now, like I say, I can do this on my mobile phone or my iPad. So I'm not going to put any. Well, on the line items I'm gonna put right now because I want my dispatcher to put the service charge on there. All right. Let's see. To be a residential. Let me see. To be a residential service fee right here. So my residential service fee is $99, and we have a description right here. Pretty much just tell the homeowner are skilled technician service can repair any brand of air conditioning. We will visit your home and diagnose your problem. No hourly fees. We'll tell you how much your service will cost before we undertake any repairs, and your price will be based on a straightforward pricing list. All right. So let me get out of here. All right. So I also like to attach all my terms and conditions right here. It'll go on any invoice or any estimate with this job right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and save and make sure I got everything up here. And like I say, this just be I can do this on my iPad and my phone also. If I was in the field working, if I get a call, if I was answering my calls, or like I say, I use a virtual assistant. They have access to my job also. They can create the calls as well. So anyway, I think we got everything up here. So I'm gonna save and I'm gonna send a text confirmation to the customer. Like I say, I got my phone up in here, so I'm gonna act like the customer. All right, so they will get a text or email confirmation. I can send both. All right. So it says your appointment with Washington AC and Heating is booked for November 29th at 1 p.m. Arrival times are estimated and not exact. All right. And I'm gonna email them as well. I'm gonna go to the booking. Let me make sure we good. As you hear, my phone just received that text message. So I'm going to just received a text message right here. Well, y'all can see that it says your appointment is booked for November 29th. So Will Smith, he got his text confirmation, but we're gonna send him an email confirmation, just in case his phone died on him. So this will be the email. I'm gonna send him an email. I should attach the term and conditions as well, but it's all good. All right, so they got the so we're gonna act like it's 12:14 now. So I'm gonna get ready and head that way to the job. So like I said, I can do this on my phone or the iPad. We're gonna do it on the iPad. All right, so that's the iPad there. So I'm gonna pull up. Let me move this one. So I'm gonna pull up my schedule for the 29th. As you can see, let me let it focus. So this is my meeting today. Let me see. All right. So that what my calendar look like. Well, let me go back up to the calendar so you can see it. As you can see it, it's kind of blurry, but there's a little truck right here. So if I hit that truck, it's going to pull up this screen here. Let me see if it's going to auto focus. It's not the best setup, but let me see. There you go. Well, you can see with this message right here, I'm gonna hit this message button. And it'll let the customer know. Let's say if I'm 40 minutes away. So I hit the 40. Then I'm gonna hit send. So then Will Smith will get his confirmation that I am on the way. All right. You should have heard it went off. All right. So it says, hello, this is Washington AC and Heating. We will arrive in approximately 40 minutes. If you have any questions and concerns, it has my company phone number on there. All right. So now we're going to go into, let's just say I made it. All right. How you doing, Mr. Smith?
Yeah. Hey, I'm good, Mr. Washington. Hey, man, this thing ain't heating, man. It's the second time it went out.
All right, sir. We'll take care of that. Can you show me where your unit at? Okay, so I'll just go in there and do my diagnosis. All right. And also I can start the timer if I want to keep over my time. I usually do that, when I'm on my way to the job. All right. Let me pull that one back up. All right. So now I'm diagnosing the unit. So I'm gonna go to my job. It's my job right here. I'm gonna go to active. All right. So I just diagnosed a problem, and let's just say it was a bad gas valve. So I'm gonna go to edit. I'm gonna add a line item. Let me go to gas valve. I'm just typing in gas valve. I already got all my prices in here. All right. So we're gonna replace all right. So I got a replace gas valves and thermocouple in the standard pilot system. So I gave the customer the diagnosis, and he already, told me to go ahead with the repair. Went on ahead, made the repair. I'm gonna replace the gas valve, and so the total, I got a service fee in here of $99, and I got the gas valve replacement of $917. All right. So all I do now, like I said, let me see. So I got all my, so I'm gonna save that. All right, so that's saved. I want to go ahead and collect the signature. All right, so they can sign here. That's Will Smith. We're gonna save that. All right. Sorry about the zooming. All right. All right. So I'm gonna stop the timer, and I'm gonna go ahead and mark this job as complete. So we got that job complete. So now I'm going to go to create invoice. And like I say, sorry about the autofocus. I'm trying to show you how I use it on my iPad, but I can go back as well and do it on the desktop. I believe it's trying to pull up my finger too. Let me see if it's going to autofocus. What about manual focus? All right. So I'm going to try manual focus. It may stay there now. All right. So like I say, this job is complete. I can either collect payment right now. So I'm going to hit collect payment. And you see the total is $1,016 from Will Smith. He can enter his credit card information, or we can do this drop down menu right here. And we can accept cash, check, a bank transfer, or money order. So right now, I'm just gonna, we can collect cash, but of course, this is a trial, so I'm not gonna collect any money. I'm gonna go to cancel. I wanna cancel that. So I'm gonna show you also, this is what I do most of the time. I go to more actions, and I wanna go to review, and I'm gonna send it to their email or their phone. So like I said, this iPad, it can be used as a square also. I can use I can enter all the credit card information in and collect payment right here, or I can collect cash. But with COVID and all that good stuff going, well, I ain't gonna say good, but with COVID and all that stuff going on, I can collect payment right there, but I'd rather send it to their phone so they can enter all their credit card information on their phone themselves. Or I can send it to their email if they at their desktop. As we know, a lot of people working from home now, they can make a payment also that way. So like I say, I can just review it. And you see in this little blue box up here, it says refer a friend. So the customer have that option too, where they can send all my credentials to a friend or family member. But this just reviewing it. Like I say, this is a residential service charge, replacing the valve, all the specs up in there. And I'm gonna go to next. As you can see at the bottom down here, it says send by text message or email. I like to do both. But we're gonna send this one by text message. All right. So, like I say, this is Will Smith's phone right here. All right. So bam, he got his text message. He'll click on the link on his text message. Okay. And as you can see, all my stuff pop up. This far as my company, Washington AC and Heating. It tell them what I was done on the invoicing, and also the terms and condition also goes along with the invoice that I had added to it. So I'm gonna go to pay invoice. And as you can see, this is the amount of the invoice, and it also give them a tip option, a 10%, 15 or 20%, or a custom tip. I did a good service for him, so he's gonna leave me a 15% tip. I appreciate that, Mr. Smith. All right. I'm gonna go to pay with credit card, and they'll just enter all the information in, and that's how I send invoices. So like I say, I was doing this video for Kevin King. He asked me, how do I invoice my clients? There you go. So I lead the customer. I appreciate it, Mr. Smith. Hey, it was nice doing business with you. Y'all need any other service in the future? Hey, just with one call away, or you can just email us, or you can fill out a request form on our website.
All right, Mr. Washington, man. I so appreciate it, man. Hey, can you do me a favor? Cause it's the second time that thing stopped heating, man. Can you send me a quote? I'll just replace the whole thing.
Yes, sir. We can do that. Yeah, I have you a quote by the end of the day. All right, so check this out. So I'm gonna send Mr. Smith a quote as well. I'm gonna show you how to do that on like I say, I can create a quote on my iPad right there in the home also, or I can use my phone. But we're gonna go back to the desktop view, and I'm gonna show you how I send some quotes also. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this job though. Go ahead. Well, I'll leave that one real quick. Let me see. Let me pull this down real quick. All right. So I'm gonna go to quotes. I'm gonna go to new quote. All right. So I'll pull it back up now. So I'm gonna go to new quote, and I'm gonna go to my we're gonna search for a client. Let's go to Will Smith. You want to quote on a new system replacement. Okay. New system. Right. So that just say I already got all this information. So I'm just gonna, he need a 3-ton complete system. So let me see. I can give him options also, but I'm just gonna go with a rude. And like I say, I already got all my pricing information in my system. As you can see, I got pictures of a condenser unit, a furnace, and a evaporator coil. But this 16 SEER, the Achiever series condenser unit, 80% furnace, got a horizontal coil. Sometimes I throw a Nest thermostat in there for them, condenser pad, this a plenum, registered manufacturer, 10-year warranty. We do a 1-year labor warranty. All right. And I can leave a message for my clients. Let me see. Mr. Smith. This is for estimate for your new unit. Just something generic and quick, real quick. Like I say, if I want to do some add-on options, I can do that as well. Let's say if you wanted a let me see. Let's say if you wanted an air purifier with that, we can recommend this item and just do it as a check. and it'll like I say, if he don't want this item, he don't have to pick it, but it'll be an extra $13.70 for that. Like I say, that's just a recommendation, or I can leave that box unchecked as well. And when he do get the invoice, it'll be up to the client if they want to, accept the additional services. So let's say I want to add my terms and conditions with that as well. I want to link that note as far as to any jobs or any invoicing. All right. And this is my here have an option also to finance. As you can see, you can get a new system as low as $180.18 for a 5-year term. That's 60 months. All right, and that's going to anything over $500. They automatic get the option to qualify for financing. So anyway, I'm finished with that. So I'm gonna send that as an email. All right, I want to click this box for the terms and condition and the quote, so they'll have a PDF file for the quote as well. As you can see, thank you for asking for your quote on this project. The quote is for November 29th. Financing is available with monthly payment as low as $180.18. If you have any questions or concerns reading this quote, please don't hesitate to contact us. That's my email information. So I'm going to send that to them via email, and I'm going to send it to them via text message also. We should hear an alert from the phone. There you go. That they did get the quote. All right. So I'm gonna go back to my text message. As you can see on the text message, I don't know how well you can see that. Let me pull it up. All right. So Will Smith, here's your quote from Washington AC Heating. We'll just hit on that blue link right there. Don't take long to generate. And also we can view it on here as well. So I go to my email. Like I say, but this is how I look on the phone, or how well y'all can see that. Let me go to my other email address. But like I say, that's how I look on the phone. So they have the option to view it, everything that I sent. And you see this air scrubber right here. I know it's kind of hard to see that, but it's not checked. But if you do want, because right now the estimate total is just $8,500. If you want to accept that air purifier, all you gotta do is hit that check right there. And then as you see, since he hit that check, it did add it to the total. All right. If you want to apply for the loan, all you have to do is click that button right there, but I'm not going to go through that. So he want to approve this quote. Like I say, I don't want to mess up any of my analytics. I can go back and erase it, but I don't want to. Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and approve it. So I'm going to go ahead and approve this quote right here. So they do have to sign once they approve the quote, because a lot of time once they do sign and approve the quote, I go ahead and order the equipment. So I'm going to go ahead and sign it for Mr. Smith. Got that approved. And then that's when I just go back in my program. I get an email alert also to my company. As you can see from the iPad, that's my company email. The quote was approved. So once it does get approved, I can just go up in here. Like I said, I gotta be careful with everything that is showing. Let me see. Status. So we're just gonna go to approve. So this one here did get approved. So I just click on here. And as you can see, I can just convert it to a job. Like I say, it says new system. I'm gonna assign myself. And I'll do a startup on that as well. So I will leave an inspection port for one system once I do complete it. All right, so put my terms and conditions on there. All right, now I got my terms and conditions on there, and I mean that's pretty much it. So I just save and go ahead and text that booking confirmation to Mr. Smith, and we're gonna go ahead and get him a new system lined up. All right, y'all. So appreciate that for watching. Like I say, I will edit this video and probably post it a little later on. I just want to do that. Show Mr. King how I do my invoicing. So before I end, like I say, I'm just gonna stay on here for a couple minutes, but I will try to get to some of your questions. All right, Mr. Icy Hot AC. Mr. Icy Hot. Icy Hot says he used Jobber as well. He said it is awesome. Let me see. AJ say he is looking into Jobber. Oh yeah, I need to end the video too. As far as saying, so if anybody is interested in Jobber, I will leave a link in the description below. You get a 14-day free trial. If you use, you can see my my thing scrolling down at the bottom. But if you do use my link in the description, you will get a 14-day free trial and 20% off your first 6 months. If you don't use my link, you can just mention my name, and we'll see if we can get you that discount as well. All right. Let me see. Can you do all that on the phone? Add in terms and conditions. Yeah. So on my phone, so all you got to do is though just I'm gonna go to my on my file. Let me see if I can show it right here. On my file though, let me see. I'm gonna go to my download. All you do is just email yourself your PDF. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm gonna go to my files. Let me see. Downloads. There we go, right there. So let me see if I can pull that back up. So as you can see, so even on your phone, I wish I think I already closed out the job, but even on your phone, you know what they have on their add attachments when you get ready to send your customer invoice. If you was in the field, just go ahead and download to a PDF on your phone, and then all I do is click on my terms and conditions, and it's going to come up right here. Because even in the Jobber app, once you like I said, these are all my terms and conditions. So even in the Job app, though, they're gonna, you can attach files and stuff like that. So I always, when I'm in the field, I just attach my terms and conditions right there on my phone. But it's a lot easier. I mean, it's easier, in the field also with the phone. But I like to do it, but I'm not always scheduling a job, at my desktop or even with my my virtual assistant. They don't add my PDF. So whenever they schedule me a job, I have to do it on my phone. But if I'm scheduling a job, if I'm at the house or something like that, or if I'm on all my quotes, that's the best time to do it too. Whenever you send in a quote, go ahead and attach your terms and conditions to it. And then you seen the check boxes where they say, do you want to save it to any job or your invoice? All right, what up, Scott? Beginning to HVAC Pro HVAC say, appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all, man. All right, HVAC woman. Yeah, all I was doing is, if you remember the live stream a couple of days ago, I told Jason King that I was going to show him how I do invoicing. So that's all I'm doing today. Like I say, I'm just going to stay on here a couple more minutes. White Ice say, what's the difference? Jobber just a whole lot better. Like I say, House Call Pro is good too. I have used both of them. Both of them have sponsored my channel. Like I say, Jobber, to me, Jobber more user friendly, especially for commercial HVAC. It's just a lot more things that I can do with Jobber. But the main difference from Jobber and House Call Pro, like say hands down, man, Jobber just got the best customer service. You know what I'm saying? They come second to none. They're willing to help you out. They're willing to walk through anything you got going on. Just the onboarding process, man, they're gonna treat you like family. And I would say you get to actually talk to somebody. You know, with House Call Pro, you got to do text message and email them. You, all the time they really want to talk to you if they're concerned about your leaving. All right, Jabba does everything for you, pretty much, man. Pretty much, you know. I mean, you can name some things, Mr. Hooks. You can name some things, and I'll be like, yep, it does it for me. But let me see. But I mean, just off the top of my head, though, I'm just go down. You see this scroll bar as far as scheduling. You know, I got all my clients in there. As far as requests, so requests mean like on my website, I have an option where if they found me on Google or something like that, they don't have to call. You know, the scheduling. They can just request me right there on their website. Well, on my website, and I got like two of they for far as their availability. I asked for 2 days. What's the best time we can come out? So a lot of them want same day service. So they'll probably put November 29th in there, and then they'll do November 30th, or if that don't work for them, they'll put like December the 1st on there. So that helps. You see quotes and do all my quoting from here, create all my jobs from here, create all my invoicing in here. And you see, let me try to hide your what you call, but you see reports and timesheets. I will put up reports, but I don't know exactly what it's going to show. So I don't want to show any of my clients' information on here. So I won't open that up. But I can put everything for inventory in here. Let's say if I had 30 capacitors, if I want to put all them capacitors in here, I can. Any refrigerant, it'll keep up with all that. As far as if I go to like a Johnson Supply, I can put all my my receipts or my invoicing from those companies in there from my vendors. It's a timesheet. I can look at all the timesheets. As you can see, it do GPS tracking also. So if I have employees or something like that, I always tell my employee, hey, when you get to that job, start it. You know what I'm saying? And once you leave, stop it. And it'll tell me, like on the job I just gave you an example of, I wasn't there long because it was just a trial. But I started at 12:16. I ended that job at 12:19. And this GPS tracking right here, if I clicked on this, which I don't because I am at my home office, but if I clicked on that, it's going to show me exactly where that employee was at that time, this far as start and stopping. So even if you have employees and you want them to start and stop everywhere they go, so let's say if you send an employee on if he needs to go to the supply house or something like that to go get a part. So if you want him to start and stop when he get to the job and before he goes to that supply house, they start and stop again, your GPS can track all that information. So it's a lot of things, man, that you can do. And like I say, you can approve timesheets, you can confirm payroll. So if you 1099 and my subcontractors, something like that. So like even with my subcontract, when you see me assign myself the job, this far as when that estimate got approved and I wanted to send it to my subs, hey, my subs, we really ain't got to talk on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I can just send that job to him. He'll have Mr. Will Smith address on there. He'll know exactly where to go. So if as far as if I showed you the instructions, if I want to put any kind of instructions on there, hey, I got the unit and will call. I can give him the PO of the equipment that he need to pick up. He'll go to the let's say if it was a Goodman system, if he want to go to Goodman, I give him the will call, PO number. He'll go pick it up and go straight to the customer house. So Man, it's nice. You know, I say it's so much on here that that I can break down. I just have to have time to do it. But like I say, um, Jobber, they got the best customer support. So if anything that you need to walk through them, they'll be glad to do that for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not experts like them. I'd be going on a year using it, but I still haven't perfected it yet myself. So, but it's a lot, man. I love it. All right. Take a look at some of these comments. Man, I got my terms and conditions. I got I pay like $5,000 for what you call. You know what I'm saying? I say, but a lot of stuff I can use as far as my company, but I can't. So I pay for like I don't know what you want to call it. That just say like a guideline to where I make under $750,000, and they have another program, like I say, and they not my sponsor. So sometimes with this YouTube, man, I gotta put my business brain on too. Since certain people don't sponsor this channel, I'm just not willing to send clients their way. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I ask and they you know they have their own marketing strategy, but um I think you may have seen where I got like carbon copies of let me show you. So I have like carbon copies of like a flow switch policy, something like this. Let me see. See if I can put it right here. But they have like programs, man. If you making more than $10 million in your company, just so I can have like terms of when I start hiring employees. I already have actually I can use it. I can put my name there. I got a PDF. I mean, I forgot what you call these things, but like this thing right here, I can write all my just put my company name on there. You know what I'm saying? But as far as copyright infringements, I don't want to get sued because people do be looking at my channel, and they waiting to get that bag. But you can find terms and conditions, man. But little stuff like this, carbon copy though. You see, I got my name. So with this little chip right here, they give me. I got so many templates, to show you how to run a successful business. But this one right here says, let me see. During the service call on such and such date, the service technician identified that my heating and air conditioning system does not have a flow switch installed on the drain pan. My signature below acknowledges that the following: a flow switch shuts off the air conditioning system when water in the drain pan reaches a certain level. This shuts off and helps prevent water from overflowing in the drain pan and damaging ceilings and other areas of my home. I do not want to install a flow switch on the drain pan of my HVAC system. As such, I will assume all liability should the drain pan overflow. I understand, I acknowledge, and I will comply with Washington AC and Heating policy on flow switch installation. And I have them sign this because, like I say, and it helps with sales and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It does help with sales. So if I go to a unit, they don't have a flow switch, anything installed. Hey, can you please acknowledge that I did show you where? Because we know a lot of time, man, when we go in folk houses and we'll get callbacks and sometimes we don't even mention a flow switch. Sometimes I just go in people's houses and I seeing that they don't have a flow switch. So little stuff like this helps me to explain why they need a flow switch, and it kind of bags me up also, you know. But like I say, man, when I say I invest in my company, I do invest in my company. Like I say, because I'm a technician at heart. I'm not a business owner, so I try to invest in little things like that to try to help me out. All right. Yep. I said he's agreed. Jabba is the best customer service. Let's see, just wanted to say thanks for the knowledge you share. I'm in South Kakalaka, working on a double carrier install, getting back to studying for my license. All right. Now I'm pretty much self-employed, like I say, at this time anyway. Yep. All right, so no problem. Like I said, I wasn't gonna stay in here too long, man. Like I said, I was just doing this for Jason King. So shout out to Jason King. Like I say, I will repost this, maybe try to clean it up a little bit. And because I see he hasn't left any comment. And like I say, I didn't schedule this live or anything like that. So hopefully it'll help him out. All right. So hey, peace everybody. Y'all have a good one, man.